Alright, we are right now live and welcome back to yet another live stream. Oh, looks like my Ruby isn't ready. This wonder how when that last happened. What's wrong, game? Okay, let me try it again. There we go. Should work this time. Oh, jeez. Do you hear that? That's the GBA... How do I say it? GBA crash sound? Oh, jeez. Hey there, Alex. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? For some reason, my game won't really work. I mean, granted, old tech. Hey there, Shala Blades. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Ah, now this looks much better now, does it? That's what I want. Alright, so we are now... I'm playing Pokémon Ruby, the one that I hunted, or at least that I used for generating a TID Sucid ID combo. And the challenge is that I am only allowed to use shiny Pokémon. Now, I have asked if it's okay to use traded shiny Pokémon. Which, I mean, I've already traded, so I think not using traded ones at this point would not be possible in the first place. So let's, let's start. All I have with me now is Gustavo, my starter, and a shiny Oddish that I've got in Emerald. And the reason why I have to use traded Pokemon is that I can only get shinies now using Sweet Scent. So this move right here, Lockduft in German, that's Sweet Scent. And I don't have any rods, I don't even have a badge, right? This is... Okay, this one won't obey anyway. See, this one is level 26, it won't obey me, so it's not like I can cheat. So we should be good. There's a lot of things we can still get. So let's see where or what should we get first. The first shiny frame that I get on this save file is really early, so that should go by really quickly. Hopefully it won't be like yesterday where I didn't get a single shiny. No idea what happened there. I was probably not at the height of my my usual ability, I guess. Okay, so Star Square. The delay is gonna be 268 because we will use Sweet Scent and see the first shiny that I get on Route 101 is a Star Shiny on frame 1004, so that's really early. I feel like nothing changed since your last stream and still running. I work, sleep, work, and here we go again. I'm sorry to hear. I know sometimes I also have, I mean, I can relate where you just have, you work, you go to bed, you go to work, you go to bed, and then, I don't know, like half a year has already gone past and you feel like you're running out of time. I do know how that works. So I did trade over some Pokeballs. Because otherwise it would be pretty hard to, or relatively hard, let's say. And I mean, I wouldn't say it is cheating. I won't be using any high level Pokemon because they wouldn't even obey in the first place. It's not like I can breeze through the game that way. Okay, so let's see what we get. Have to catch a couple of Pokemon. Okay, so the first one should be a Wurmple. Ooh, that's very very quick. Do I... Oh yeah, I can do it. So 1004 frames is doable. Felt that 2.5 years in the lab. 24-hour shift, sleep, 24-hour shift again. Yeah, I had that when I went to university, where it was basically just sleeping, studying, sleeping, studying, sleeping, studying. And then suddenly, like 6 years have gone past, and you ask yourselves, what just happened? I just blinked a couple of times, and now it's already... that much time has passed. It does feel very unreal. And that's a normal Zigzagoon. Was the other one I hit also male? Could have maybe potentially hit the same frame. I mean, these resets are super fast, right? 16 seconds, that's barely anything. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. If you follow what I've been doing in the stream, then you can potentially also get a very good train ID and secret ID, or the exact identical one. Now I'm much more aware about it and work when I want and as much as I want. I just need a couple of days to finish this data set and I'm free again. Need to finish it as soon as possible. Oh, don't let me distract you. I mean, I don't know if you're listening to streams just to have something in the background, which some of my viewers do. But if I'm distracting you, then don't let me distract you. But I know how it feels when you're just really close to finishing a project and you just want to get it over with. And then your mind can actually come down and focus on other things. I definitely been through that as well. I do wonder if that guide, the NPC, messes up my frames. Shouldn't take too long. Hey there, Kryto Skywaker, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? I've had a big headache today, but now it's gone. And I seem to have that gene, that very specific gene, where when the atmosphere pressure changes more than 5 hectopascal, then you get a sort of migraine. Although it wasn't a migraine is a bit more extreme than simply having a headache. But I don't have it anymore, which is good. Okay, I keep hitting a Zigzagoon level 3, which is male. Do I even have a Master Ball? No. I have a Repeat Ball. Maybe that will help with... if I even have to... I mean, I can check the hidden ability. I'm really not that far in the game. Okay, what do we have? Oops. A naive one. Hopefully there won't be too many male level 3 Zigzagoons. Or else I won't be able to really use any calibration. So the... level 3. Oh, there's a lot of level 3 ones. Oof. Doesn't look like I can calibrate. I mean, technically yes. But then I'd be doing guesswork. I don't have hidden power TM. Because I'm not that far in the game. And IV calculation with a Pokemon level 3 is completely pointless. So I think I'm just gonna... I mean, the resets are short enough. Done for the day. My brain is not braining and my eyes are not icing. Oh, I know. My brain wasn't braining either yesterday. No idea why. Just did Honkai Star Rail lately and got Bronya. Bronya is... well, that's a Wurmple, but not a shiny one. So let's do it again. which character is Bronya again? Bronya, sorry. Not that familiar with Honkai Star Rail. Ah yes, the shiny Oddish is there to annoy us. And yeah, now she's here to help. Can I get a shiny now? No? Okay. Not that it takes too long, anyway. Bronya is the adoptive daughter of Madame Cocolia. Ah, okay, that one. I think you... Did you post a picture in the Discord of that? Or am I mixing things up? Another Zigzagoon. That frame again. I mean, I could guess there's a lot of frames that yield a male level 3 Zigzagoon. And there's no way of really figuring it out. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How was the cake with marshmallows baked into it? Still thinking about that. Does sound really tasty. Hopefully someone in the audience knows why I named the Torchic Gustavo. Oh yeah, Bronya is the one with the silver greyish hair. Now I remember. Making this dataset feels like meditation. It's a time where I can completely turn off my brain and let my autopilot do the same thing again and again and again. Yeah, that's what autopilot is good for, right? I mean brain autopilot. Don't feel like I did a job, but energy consumed anyway. Still? Again, level 3 and male. Was good, but too sweet for someone like my family. Loved it too, though. I know you didn't hear that or witness that, but a crow just flew over my window and caught at me. Because I fed them chicken straps, or not chicken, but my husband made turkey with some vegetables. And we, there's some bits of pieces of the meat that you can't really eat. They're very chewy. And I give them to the crows, so I put them outside on the windowsill. And they go crazy for that. Within a couple of minutes it's gone, and now a crow flew. Sometimes they fly over my window and stare inside just to thank me. So you're welcome, crow. For some reason, too much sugar makes me feel dizzy. Oh, I know someone like that who, when they never ate sweets because apparently it made them feel drowsy. Not dizzy, it's not the same maybe, but it is interesting how different people have so much variety in how they react when they eat certain things. Bronya is a Slavic word in Ukrainian and many Slavic languages. It means armor. Oh, it does! Well, I learned a new fact today. Well, that makes sense for the character to be named that. Can I get a shiny now? Okay, it doesn't look... You know what, I'm gonna close Eontimer again and open it back up, because sometimes it messes up the... or it has a messed up rhythm, which it did a couple of resets ago. Ah, there we go. No, it's Oh, it's better. Weather's also been a bit better now. No more hailing, no more crazy storms. No more Sahara Desert dust or sand. All the cars were full of that. Well, it made the sky look really nice. Like a real nice pink hue. I was once playing Pokemon and all of a sudden a bat flew into your house. It flew into your house? Wow. Shame I was not fighting a Zubat. It would have been so ironic. Maybe that was the real life Zubat encounter. And now a crow is sitting outside and staring from far into the window. It's funny, crows are just so intelligent. When you're good to them, they will, or bad to them. So if you are mean to them or really nice to them, they will remember your face. And they will come back to you, and they will recognize you. Crows are at a point where they recognize me in France and also in Germany, which is very funny. Have no Sahara dust today too, but there's a thick fog all night and day. Oh, you have the fog now. We had a big fog a couple of days ago. And then it was suddenly very sunny. And then there was hail. But not a little bit of hail, like pouring hail. And not rain. It really was hail. And then it was sunny again. It was the craziest weather I've seen in a while. It was really cold a couple of days ago where I had to put my heaters on like in late April. It was -2 even. Had to take some plants inside or else they would have frozen over. Got a really nice couple of flowers gifted for my birthday and they still look really good. Even though they've been flowers that are cut off. Maybe any florist in the audience knows if that has a special name. Getting impatient, even though this only takes a couple of... I mean, this is the fastest or earliest shiny frame I've ever gotten. You can get some that are even earlier than this, but you reach a point where it's pointless. Because you can't... Oh, yeah, or you do this, which was very stupid. If you choose a frame that's too early, you cannot force an encounter while on the title screen, so keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that in Emerald the text "the battery has run dry" is much slower than it is in Ruby and Sapphire. For some reason, I don't know why. Crows are also so loyal to so much that when a crow couple and one of them dies, they don't marry after that. More loyal than some humans, if you ask me. I've heard that they're monogamous for their entire life. But to be fair, I think that a lot of birds are. I could be wrong, I'm not an expert on birds, but I do remember there being a lot of bird species that behave in that way. Don't look at me, Crowy. I've put a lot of food out yesterday, and today as well, and there's still some walnuts and peanuts lying there. My crows are getting so spoiled. They just take the meat scraps. and they don't take the peanuts or the walnuts, even though they do like nuts a lot and nuts are good for them. Like, come on, crows. Don't be picky. Sahara in Arabic means desert. It does. So the Saharan desert is called the desert. That would be very funny. I mean, it would really literally be the desert. Looking this fact up. Because this sounds something... Yeah, it does. It does mean desert. I learned something new again, so already learned 2 new facts today. That's already very good. I appreciate getting educated by my audience. And that's a fun fact. I will tell this to everyone I know now, Ahmed, so thank you for that. You just started something very specific. I had to wash my car because of the desert sand. I want you to be purple, that would be even better. Remember 7-8 years ago there was a huge snowfall, 20th April. I had to leave my car at the job and walk about 6 kilometers to get home. All the traffic stopped cars had summer tires. Oh yeah. Yeah, because usually I also have my summer tires on. Right now because there's a rule. I don't know if that rule exists in other countries as well, but in Luxembourg we say for Easter you get the summer tires, and for October you get the winter tires. And it just said every idiot can remember that, because in Luxembourgish Easter is Oster, which starts with an O, and October also starts with an O. So the 2 O's, they look like tires, so don't forget. That's kind of the idea behind that. That you change the tires when it's an O. Oh, it's time to change the tires again. Which I guess could also work in German, since their Easter is Ostern, which also starts with an O. And yeah, you do not drive under any circumstances. Do not drive with winter tires when summer tires when it's snowy outside. It's just not a good idea. But with April, you never know what weather you're gonna get. And lately, I didn't notice it. It wasn't freezing, but I did notice that I had to push in the brake pedal more than usual, because I have summer tires on and it was still kind of slippery from the cold rain. No wonder there were, I mean, was it like 3 days ago where I drove on the highway and everything slowed down? And I thought to myself, traffic jam, oh well. But it wasn't a big traffic jam. The whole reason why it slowed down was because at the other side of the highway, so the opposite direction, you could see that someone ran into another car. So there was an accident and people just stopped to look at the accident. And I hate it when people do that. Just let the medical staff and the police do their job. Don't hold traffic just because you want to see an accident. I mean, it was very clear what happened. Someone, for some reason, ran the other into the other one. So the one in front of it, be it because they didn't brake fast enough or quickly enough or anything, I don't know. Maybe they were on the phone, which is terrifying. I see so many people while driving and waiting on a red light. I see so many people being on their phones all the time. That is actually very scary, but that was really annoying. They just wanted to see or stare at the accident, and that was the whole reason for that small traffic jam, because people were morbidly curious, I guess. I'm gonna hear a lot of beeps or pops, I guess, in this stream. Still no shiny, how come? Should play Generation 3 again, part of my annual journey. Yeah, definitely, you should. Generation 3 is always a pleasure. Looks like you got yourself a pet. I mean, I don't want to keep a crow as a pet, not that that's legal in the first place. But, I mean, yeah, they do come really close. Like I can't touch them, and I don't want to pet them. They're still wild animals, wild birds, but they do come really close. And they recognize me. They even recognize my car now, which is very funny. And they check whether I'm home or not. That's also very funny. The first shiny should have appeared now, but for some reason... Yeah, crows really like it when you give them food. And there was a day, actually this Wednesday, where I was in the a lot of appointments, and I was in the capital of Luxembourg to eat lunch, and one crow recognized me, cawed for a long time, and then there was 3 crows, and then there were 5 crows, and then 15. And people just looked at me like I was insane, probably. And I happened to have, because I'm crazy like that, I carry peanuts around for them. And I gave them to the crows. They were really happy, and people just stared at me like, what's wrong with her? But I get joy out of the crows being happy. And it's so funny how intelligent they are. They recognize me everywhere. I always liked crows. Everyone likes food, me too. Hey, me too, what a coincidence, Alex. Yeah, but imagine like a higher being just suddenly giving you really good lunch out of nowhere. That would be so cool if that happened to you. Imagine. I do wonder why no shiny has appeared yet. Do you know in Resident Evil 8 the main villain is Mother Miranda, who is surrounded by crows all over her? No, I did not know that. I did not play Resident Evil 8. But I will definitely check out that character now. So her name is Mother Miranda. Named after a... Miranda is a moon of Uranus. Which, hahaha, I mean the planet, obviously. It's also a Greek I think it was named after a nymph, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I do like that name. It's a nice name. Oh, okay, I now seen an image of her. Oh, seems to be more of... I don't know if is she human, Amit? Or is she like a... mutated human? Or a god or an eldritch being? Or a priestess of some kind? For some reason I just... You know, there were times where I got the shiny at like the very first attempt, and now the opposite seems to be happening. In Resident Evil 8, my crush was Donna Beneviento when everyone was into Lady Dimitrescu. I have to Google these as well. I still remember the memes of that vampire lady. I'm not sure about her name, but she was everywhere when she first got released with the game. And a shiny will appear now. Aw, jinxed myself. I mean, yeah, the very last attempt, I mean, hopefully, I don't know what happened yesterday. I didn't get a single shiny, no idea why. And right now, I don't know. I do seem to miss the actual frame a lot. But still, no, that's a... A normal human who can turn into human with crow wings, or a woman with spider legs. Okay, that's very metal. I wouldn't call that a normal human, though. It's not normal to grow crow wings. Unfortunately, it isn't. But imagine if you could. Yeah, flight, I mean, that's been a dream for humans since ancient times. And we kind of got it done, you know, with planes. I'm sure if Classic were here, he would talk about the warplanes that we've developed. Geez, still not. 2, 3. Let me know if the popping sound gets too annoying. So Yana was eating my dinner. What did I miss? Oh, that wasn't my intention. Oh well. Not much until now. For some reason I keep missing the frames. But it's not like I can really calibrate with these low-level Pokemon. I wish I could grow wings. I'd fly around and stare at the sun on people's roofs. Don't look directly into the sun. It's not good for you. But I think if you had wings, that wouldn't be on your mind at all, I guess. But don't be like Icarus. Not Kid Icarus, as in Pit from Smash Bros, but the original Greek myth that he's based on. Also found that Carl Heisenberg from Resident Evil 8. Hot even, I call him Daddy just for fun. Is he really called Heisenberg with his surname? I mean, obviously because of... it is a real surname that exists. QD, very famous scientist, Heisenberg. Which the character Walter White in Breaking Bad took his name from. And they pronounce it as Heisenberg. I do pronounce it as Heisenberg because the original scientist was a German, if I'm not mistaken. What is wrong with me? I just want a shiny. But these are, you can do a lot of resets per minute when you have a low frame like this. So let's see, no, still not. I mean, the stream will not only be RNG manipulation, will also be story progression, but as the title suggests, only with shinies. Oh, come on, I just want a shiny Wurmple. Yes, he's Karl Heisenberg. I know, first thing come to mind, that was Mr. Walter. Karl, though, is a man who works in a metal factory when he makes zombies half cyborg. Wow, what a story. So he makes half cyborgs in a metal factory. Yeah, that does sound something out of Resident Evil. I'm hunting a shiny Wurmple, but for some reason I keep messing up the frames. I don't need a Wurmple for progression. You're right, but if you want, I can stop with the Wurmple search and do the story progression. I just thought to myself I could maybe get a shiny Wurmple pretty quickly, but for some reason that is not happening. So I already fought the rival here, and you can't progress more here because you need surf, which is something that at this point in the game I don't have. And I already took your potion, alright. So let's battle some trainers. I do want to get a lot of shinies that I can get here. So as you can see, the first one would be a Hardy Star Shiny, and I can also get square ones here, which is really nice. Let's pump Gustavo up so that he crits. It did use Growl, which does lower my attack, but when I get a critical hit, the there we go. The stat lowering will not get will not get calculated. And I get another crit. Nice. Good one, Gustavo. Level 8. Shiny Zigzagoon would maybe be better for story progression, since Zigzagoon has the ability pickup, and I'll get a lot of good items that way. Let's do this thing when you pick the fire starter in Generation 3, then Norman isn't as hard because it can give critical hit, like here, critical hit double kicks. But if you don't have him and you don't really have a good fighting type in your team, then Norman can be quite a challenging gym leader. Giovanni in Pokemon is supposed to be Italian. I do think he's based on the Italian mafia stereotype. Yeah, he looks... I mean, isn't... Team Rocket is a mafia of some sorts. At least, I wouldn't be too much exaggeration calling them a mafia. They are a criminal organization. Okay, this kid won't... Oh, a wild encounter? Oh. True, I can get a... How much damage does one... Okay. I just wanted to check how much damage one move does. This is route 102. Oh, I don't get a shiny Seedot. That sucks. Do I get a shiny Poochyena here? No. Zigzagoon, I guess yes. Okay, that frame 1004. What about Ralts? No shiny Ralts. Shiny Surskit? Yeah. Okay, that would be nice. I think I'm gonna beat all the trainers here. And then I'm gonna start hunting again. Ooh, close. You did it! Level 9. Alright. I'll risk it. Do I even have something to heal? I do. Well, might as well use it now. The Oddish that I have will not obey since it's level 27. And I don't even have one single badge, so it will never do anything, or almost never do anything that I tell him to do. Or her in this case. Yana, what do you love the most? Italy or France or Germany? I think you're gonna pick Italy since you said your father is Italian. Yes, and by a specific law, Italy considers me to be Italian as well. But only in Italy do I have the double nationality, not in Luxembourg, which is funny to think about. This is... Okay. You are also there. So let's battle her as well. But yeah, my favorite out of these would be Italy, definitely. It's a beautiful country, not just because I have heritage there or family, but the food is fantastic. It's everywhere you go, it's very walkable. I really like it when a country is walkable. I think that's very interesting for your well-being. And the weather is also much better than in Germany or in France. But yeah, obvious answers, obvious. I would pick Italy. And I want to go back. This time with at least some sort of fluency in Italian. That's why I'm taking the courses. Because I want to speak to my family. Really do. But there is something that I warn everyone who wants to go to Italy. And that is that be warned that if you eat something there, like a pizza or a pasta, if you eat the same thing back home, it will always taste much, like you will get such a high standard. Oh nice, you learned Ember, finally. You will have such a high standard for food that it basically ruins Italian food that you get at home. And that is a real phenomenon. I can sadly attest to that. When you eat there and it's so freaking good, you just get disappointed by the choices you have at home. Unfortunately. Okay, here on frame 1004 I can get a Zigzagoon. So let's try and get a Zigzagoon. Wait, I'll just save again because my brain sometimes yells at me save twice because, you know, brainer, yeah, exactly, gamer brain rot, that's what I was about to say. And brain rot is right. IGN openly hated Stellar Blade. I mean, IGN has had some very strange opinions and reviews in the past. But when the game came out, they gave it a 7. What would you give it, Kryto Skywaker? What would you give Stellar Blade out of 10? More than 7? And a lot of people roast IGN's review video about that statement. Oops, no, that was a wrong reset. Do it again. And yes, you can reset, as you can clearly see. You can reset on the title screen. It's like the IGN meme with Hoenn having too much water, which, I mean, if you have surf, that's not that much of a problem. In Resident Evil 8, all 4 lords are like Elite 4 members. You have to battle them. Like Carl Heisenberg is Steel-type Lady, Dimitrescu Dragon, and Donna Beneviento Ghost, and Moro is Poison-type. Is that like your little headcanon, or is that what you would say would be the most fitting if you would transfer those in the Pokemon world? Would be more fair. 8 or 9. Oh, that's a very good score. Oh, you need a PS5 for it? I've gotten a pink PSP for a good price now, about 65 euros. Also, would be more fair with the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I just cannot go away from the bad writing materials I have mentioned to you earlier, Yana. Yeah, I remember. To be fair, I do think that a lot of people place too much value upon stories in video games. I do understand that you want a good story in a video game, just like you want a good story in a movie, but the primary focus should be on gameplay and how the game works and functions. But a bad story to an otherwise excellent game, you can maybe be okay with that, but it hurts much more if your game is really bad and the story is amazing. Then you end up hoping that someone will make maybe a visual novel out of it, so you can at least salvage the story. If I burn you, will that be a one hit? Yeah, it will be. Had the same with food after living in Azerbaijan, but they told me a secret: if you want tasty Azerbaijan food in Ukraine, go and eat in places where Azerbaijans eat. Yeah, that sounds very logical. I mean, you would go where the either locals or the ones who are integrated or from that culture. You want to ask them and not some tourist places, right? That sounds about right. Maybe it should work with Italians. I mean, I do have a someone like that in my life. When I know that, when my dad says that particular restaurant is not good, then I just know, yeah, I'm not gonna like it because it's not gonna be good. So I do trust his judgment on that. And we do have a couple of very good Italian restaurants in Luxembourg. Fortunately, couldn't really find very good ones in Italy. Not in Italy, what the hell am I talking about? Italian restaurants in Germany or in France. But then again, Germany and France are huge. I didn't visit every single Italian restaurant, so I can't really say for sure, but the ones that I visited, not really a fan of that. I think there's a problem when the store is one of the selling points. Oh, was that one of the main points in marketing, in advertisement for that game? That the story is great. Because that just makes me think of one thing, a game design professor that I had at university. Because I did have game design classes. And he told the class that if we want to make a game, because we have a story that's just such a good idea, we should write a book and not make a game. And that particular thing that he said just sometimes lives rent-free in my head. Because, yeah, he wasn't wrong about that. So he probably say the same thing, that it's a shame or a problem, if that's the selling point. Keep getting these. Karl Heisenberg, steel, he has a factory of metal. Also, he has a metal bending, like he's a metal bender. Metal bender, like kind of like in Avatar? The Last Airbender? Is that how I should understand it? Dimitrescu, she can turn into a dragon. Donna, she runs a house of ghosts and dolls, and Moro is trash. He is literally trash? Is he a trash monster? Or is he like some kind of representative of decay? And yet too much people give high praises to FF7 Rebirth. Yeah, I've only heard very good things, but then again, I'm not a fan of that, so not sure how good my judgment of that would be, since I haven't played it. Plus, since the game has an optional date where Cloud and Tifa can kiss, it started a massive shipping wars on social media. Oh, I did get wind of that. That was pretty funny. I mean, that was just basically 100% guaranteed to happen, no? That would start shipping wars, because if I'm not mistaken, Cloud isn't he together with Aerith? Or were they supposed to be a pair? Or at the very least meant to be romantical interest. I think Ukrainian food can make a competition with any other. I haven't really eaten a lot of Ukrainian food. I should definitely change that. Especially Western parts, so cheap and amazing. I recommend visiting Ukraine after the war. Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to visit Ukraine, but then the war started to get really out of hand, and then, well, now, of course, I won't go there, but I hope that it ends as soon as possible, and not just so that I can visit. That would be super egoistic or egotistical. But there's some really nice places that I saw. I know some Ukrainians and they showed me pictures. And there's some nice places I want to visit. I know Milano and Roma and Torino and Verona and Napoli. So I know 5 cities in Italy. Yeah, I've been to so many places in Italy. But mostly in the north. But I want to go back. I mean, when I was there, I was a child or even younger than that. So now I want to go back as an adult. I actually plan doing a road trip in Italy when I get enough money together. More isn't trash, but worse, he can't get this healed together. He keeps throwing up as a freaking attack. You imagine he's poisoned for sure. Okay, that sounds really disgusting. And yeah, I would call that or classify that as poison as well. Definitely. Yes, the OG FF7 Cloud was in love with Aerith. Ah, okay, so I did remember that correctly. And Advent Children was about him getting over his trauma of losing Aerith. Yeah, we all know that cutscene, right? Where Sephiroth does the thing. Not sure if that counts as a spoiler alert after so many years. Oh, come on, I just want to get a shiny. Maybe I should try getting a later shiny, but geez, so such a early frame. Why do I keep missing the frames? Oh, Kryto, what do you think of that weird theory that says that the second half of Final Fantasy VII, the original one, was a dying dream? Because I read that so many times on the internet, and there's people that apparently flip out when they read that theory. I don't know why. Cutscene is a huge meme in the golden days of YouTube. Yeah, I still remember that. Nah, it's the most well-known scene of all time in Final Fantasy VII, and how Rebirth butchered it, it's pissing me off. Oh yeah, they butchered it apparently, but I didn't see it for myself, but if you say that they butchered it, I do believe you. Are you more into sour food or sweet food? I love sour food. I'm a sweet tooth, so I would pick sweet. But I actually also like sour. Okay, that didn't register. Do it again. 1, 2. But yeah, I have a weakness for sweet food. To be fair, as a child, I ate much more sweet things that now I wouldn't even dare to eat, because that would just the thought of eating that would hurt my teeth. But I like sour food. I don't have a problem. What I really don't like is bitterness. I don't like bitter food at all. You know, there's a test strip you can buy. That it's just it looks like a small, and it is a small paper strip, and you put it on your tongue, and if you taste anything like bitterness, then you're a super taster. It's the super taster test. And I have that. And yes, I go around asking family and friends to lick that piece of paper. I mean, it's like multiple little strips, and you take one strip per person, of course. The other option would be very unhygienic. But it's very funny to see who's a super taster and who isn't. And yeah, I am. I really taste something really bitter in there. And a lot of people, normally they just take it, like they taste it and they just say, it's paper, what do you taste? Second part of Final Fantasy was what? I never knew about that theory. Like, that it was, excuse me, a dying dream because of that scene of Cloud's face where he doesn't have a face but it's just a void. And somehow people say that he has died, and the second half of the game is a fever, like not a fever dream, but a dying dream. Could be that that was a very obscure one, but I do remember reading about that. I've been working on making my own alcohol drinks, like home, trying lemon. Oh, so you're making cocktails essentially? Are they allowed in your country? I do know Iraq is very Muslim, and usually most Muslims don't drink alcohol. I mean, I do know some very liberal Muslims who do. What in the sweet name of mushroom? That's a crazy theory. Yeah, it is definitely crazy. I mean, I can't say more about it because it's been like 10 years since I read it, and I couldn't really understand the reasoning behind it. Should I find it again? I think you are on the Discord, right? Then I can just post the link there. Or should I find it now? Jeez, what I want to find though is a shiny. Why do I not find a shiny? What's wrong? Okay, I'm gonna try for a Surskit instead. It's normal, it's optional. Okay. I know that some countries are more, or some Muslims are more liberal with that. No, but I joined right away. Yeah, just I'll give you the link. The link is usually good for 1 week and then it expires. There we go. I don't put my link of the Discord server in my description because I don't want it to get flooded. Although, because there's some people that just join Discord server to spam. So that's why I put them in the chat when people ask, hey, I want to join. Still very bare bones. I need to get around changing a lot of things. And we had a movie night and talk, like just a voice talk planned. So let me know what the best time for that would be, and I'm trying to find a time slot where that would be the... Oh! Okay, accidental Wurmple, shiny Wurmple, which is a square Wurmple? Should be. Okay, Okay, what attacks do you have? Okay, you haven't attacking, so let's just... So I got a Wurmple instead, should be a square one. Level 4, yeah, this is the frame that I hit. Oh, that's quite much earlier than the one I'm supposed to hit. Interesting. Come on, Sassy, do it. Oh, that's barely anything. Come on, Sassy. They're really nice shinies, aren't they? I mean, now I've gotten the Wurmple. Not the one I initially was trying to get, but... I mean, that's no problem. Shinies are shinies, and this one would be a square. He's trying. Sassy's doing a good job. Sassy's doing everything he can. What Pokeball? I'll just use a normal one. Should stay in the ball, usually. Hopefully. Okay, so the Surskit is what I really actually wanted. A nickname for the Wurmple? Anyone? Or should I just leave it? Purple, okay. Unpronounceable name. Purple, jeez. What a name, but we're sticking to it. There we go. Thank you, Alex. Talk about a tongue tie. Right, let's... Now we saved, let's try for the Surskit again. At least not a no shiny at all this time, like yesterday. So my brain is starting to brain, finally. Just check. Yeah, you're timid. Exactly. I do wonder what the purple will evolve into. Because the evolution of Wurmple is actually very interesting. The way that they programmed it is, depending on the PID, it will either evolve into Silcoon or Cascoon. So once the... I mean, every one Wurmple can never become both. They're either set in stone to become one or the other. And it's based on the PID. Now, I don't remember how exactly it's based on the PID, if it just checks if the PID is larger or smaller than a certain number. Like it does with shininess in newer games. Where when the value is less than 8, then it's a shiny, and if it's exactly 0, then it's a square shiny. But I do remember reading about the PID being the determining factor of whether or not it will evolve into a Cascoon or a Silcoon. Now I'm glad that I have an Oddish like that. I mean, not one, a lot of Oddishes. a whole lot of shiny Oddishes. But one is helping me with Sweet Scent. But that is that's why I want to get a Surskit, because in the other games I cannot get a shiny Surskit. Unfortunately not. And Surskit learns Sweet Scent very early. At least I don't think that it's a egg move. So should work. And then I can put the Oddish back in the box. Okay, that's a... And then I can put Oddish back in the box. I mean, I will use it later. Since this is a use-only Chinese run after all. Or run, not a speed run. Definitely not a speed run. But just a playthrough. So, when I reach Groudon, I'll have 2 shiny Groudons, 1 star and the other a square one. A slow run, yeah. Can make a Pokemon how it will be, and what is the stats? I made a Ghost Dragon Pokemon with 80 HP, 100 attack, 95 special attack, 70 special defense, and 150 speed with a cool ability. Whoa, that sounds like a really strong one, almost like a legendary. I'd have to do a sum of all the stats to determine what the base stat total would be. For 1 second I thought it was back at it again with a shiny Wurmple. What would be the cool ability in question? Because there's so many good abilities. Ghost Dragon is a cool type combination, definitely. I would love to see more water-fire types. I really like that type combination. Or a ice-fire type. What I would like to see as a pseudo-legendary would be if we ever get a region based on Australia. It would be really cool to have a pseudo-legendary with the Dragon Poison type. And it would be based off on a Komodo dragon. That would make perfect sense. If they don't do that, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Ability work that if the foe attacks first, then the damage will be 50% stronger, but it loses 5% attack stats for 4 rounds. Not sure if I understand what you're trying to get at. So if the foe attacks first, your damage output will be 50% stronger. Is that what you mean? Because if the foe's attack will be 50% stronger, that would be an ability like Slow Start, or what's the ability called from the fossil Pokemon in Generation 5? Weakling, I think. That one, it's an ability that usually only has a negative effect and not a positive one. Dragapult has close stats to what you wrote. Oh yeah, and also Dragapult is also a Ghost and Dragon type, so it would be very Dragapult-like. At least competitively, maybe. But then I need to understand your specific ability that you're trying to... Oh, you didn't know. I mean, still, there's a lot of Pokemon that have very similar stats and similar... similar everything, basically. And sometimes a very good ability can make the Pokemon better than other Pokemon of the same type. If that egg hatches, it probably won't be shiny. If you're asking yourselves why or how did I get an egg, it's because I connected the game to Pokemon box, but I cannot use box with it because I still need more Pokemon registered in the Pokédex. I think it's 100, but you can get the eggs from it when you have a certain amount of Pokemon stored in the boxes. You automatically get eggs for that. And usually they're normal Pokemon with moves that are egg moves, or moves that they usually don't learn or learn really late. So these Pokemon are also really nice to use if you want to breed certain attacks. I want my source kit. ATH HP. Yeah, I think those are the stats of Dragapult. Ah, okay, that's how you meant it. So if my Pokemon does not attack first, then the attack of my Pokemon will be 50% stronger. After this, it will lose the 50%. It will lose 5% from the normal 4 rounds. I'm wondering if the ability or if it's a good deal in the long run. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But it does sound interesting. But then it needs to what did you put as speed again? 150 speed would be kind of a problem in this case, because it would basically almost never profit from the 50% boost if it outspeeds almost everything. Hey there, Arch, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And another accidental shiny Wurmple, which I want the Surskit. Is it happening again? Look, you're fighting your clone. That's almost legendary stats. Yeah, that's what I said before. Go purple pool. Show it to the other purple pool. So it's essentially fighting itself. Those two Pokemon are identical, and you crit. So it's time for Sassy. Can you go away, bug? Not this bug, the actual real-life bug that's flying around my head now. Oh hi, kinda bored. Well, that's good that you came to the right place then, hopefully. But it's funny how I got the shiny Wurmple again. So I'm doing this again with the calibration. Hey there, Kaiser Kamazin. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Shout out to Kaiser Kamazin, a Patreon of mine. YouTube decided to notify me that you started streaming right now. Oh yeah, sometimes YouTube just does stupid things. I mean, I get it. It's like that sometimes. Which Pokeball should I use? Try a Premier Ball. Any Pokemon with over 600 base stats is a pseudo-legendary. No. A pseudo-legendary is actually a well-defined term. It's a fan term, but it's all the Pokemon that are very late in the Pokédex. So they usually come before the legendaries do in the Pokédex, and they have a base stat total of exactly 600. Like Tyranitar, Metagross, Dragonite, those are pseudo legendaries because they do have the base stat total of some legendaries like Latias and Latios, Regice, Registeel, the birds, the legendary birds. So that would be Moltres and Zapdos and all those. Those have a base stat total of 600. And they're legendary. And the other ones, so Tyranitar and the other ones I mentioned, pseudo-legendaries, they also have one, but they're not legendary. That's why they're called pseudo, as in not really legendary. Fellow, yeah, that face user, I see, yep. Wonder how long it will take for the Surskit to show up. Now I've gotten two accidental shiny Wurmples. which now that I think about it is kind of trolly, because at the beginning of the stream I was looking for a Wurmple. Not that frame, a very early frame. And it just didn't come, and I just kept missing the frame, and now I get 2 accidental shiny Wurmples, so there's that. Oh, Buck, can you go somewhere else to fly around? Doesn't have to be my face. So there's not always perks to being a Disney princess or animal magnet, which my husband keeps saying I am. But yeah, insects also like to land on me, I don't know why. Maybe it's the soap that I use. I like to use soap that has a really nice flowery or like fruity smell. Or not smell, scent is more accurate. Or a better term to use. Oh, there's a budding friendship in my chat now. Oh, there we go, finally! Shiny Surskit. Ooh, looks really nice. It looks actually very nice. I didn't expect it to look... Like, I've seen it in newer games where the shinies kind of suck sometimes. Just watch my me get sent into space from freaking Cherry Pie. It's his all-time favorite. I know what game you're playing. You're playing Tomodachi Life, aren't you? For my me was, I think she loved to eat some fish dish. I don't remember which one. Which is weird. There's other things in the game that I like more, but unfortunately you can't pick out what they like. Tomodachi Life, I like that game. Heading off to do some gaming. Bye now, Yana. See you at Discord. Yeah, see you at Discord, and thank you for being part of the stream. See you next time. Right, so it's time, I think. Maybe I'll weaken it a bit more. Hopefully I won't crit, which is a actual problem that could happen. So let's see how many shinies will I fail. No! Oh my god, it just happened! I just said it and it happened! I just said it and it happened! What? Oh, talk about jinxing yourself! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, what? This is crazy! Oh. Oh no, this is... Okay, this is actually very funny. I'll do it again. I mean, it's an RNG manipulation, but... Are you for real, game? Did this just really happen? I should just shut my mouth, honestly. I'll just say nothing at this point. Oh boy. Yeah, it's for 3DS, the game. Oh my god, that just really happened. Oh well, this is footage for a fail compilation. Haven't been able to play in years, though, because I lost my cartridge and I'm afraid of emulating. Yeah, I mean, hacking the 3DS now is, I think, better than it was before, because the online the online services have been shut down. Okay, can I get the shiny back now without a crit? Please? Oh god, that was so stupid. I should just not say anything. Gonna shiny hunt in a bit, but be right back. Rip, yeah. Press F in the chat for the Surskit that got crit. Time to meet a couple more purples. Oh, jeez. I don't need another contester for the shiny oddish spam spot, which Whalmer is also very close to getting the #1 spot. I've gotten way too many shiny Whalmers. Oh, you got caught already by Nintendo doing it. I see. And I guess that getting the 3DS game itself, I don't know what the price now is, since I got it when it was new, but probably very expensive secondhand as well. Okay, shiny and no crit, okay. Shiny and no crit. There we go, shiny. Maybe I should say things like I will capture it immediately and then it happens. Okay, I don't say anything about the battle, about the game. I'm watching myself again. I'll just read the chat, do my thing. Oh, that is one of the most ridiculous moments I ever had playing Pokemon. I'm not lying. It's like a comedic sketch. It's like God wanted to laugh at me. Oh, you were using uTorrent years ago? Oh, it was seeding files out. Yeah, I didn't use torrents for a long time because of that. I'm also afraid of that happening. But what I mean, Kaiser Kamazin, is hacking or jailbreaking, as it's sometimes called, your 3DS, so that you can have the game like on a hacked 3DS. So let's try a luxury ball. 1. Oh, no, okay. Didn't want to stay in that. But I'm kind of, I don't want to, use use a nest ball would also be good. Because the evolution turns green when shiny, if I'm not mistaken. That will look great, and it gives me a modifier bonus, since it's a weak Pokemon. And I got it, good. Good. No crit shenanigans this time. So, anyone got a name for that one? People were downloading off of my computer technically and allowed Nintendo to track me down and sent me a cease and desist. Oh, you got sent a cease and desist? Really? Oh, that's serious. Yeah, that's why I don't use torrents anymore, because like for over a decade at this point, because they were seeding me or my computer, and I was not okay with that. Absolutely not. Wanted to play the game in HD? Yeah, if you have a hacked 3DS, try to get it on there. Hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Just thought I'd stop by and say hi. Good luck with the stream. I'll be active, but I'll also be away from keyboard now and then. No problem. Fingers crossed you get whatever you're looking for. What have I missed so far? Oh, James, you have missed something crazy, let me tell you. I mean, I got 2 accidental shinies that I didn't want to get. So the purple Wurmple, and another purple Wurmple, the exact same purple Wurmple. And I wanted to get a Surskit, and I did, but while I was weakening the shiny Surskit that I got, I said I could maybe kill it off with a crit, and guess what happens? The exact same thing, the exact thing that I said I hope it won't happen, happened. And that's just insane. Very comedic, yes, but insane. And I hope Sophie will get healthy soon. Your little cat. Yeah, I stopped using torrents immediately. Yeah, completely. logical. I mean, yeah, I haven't been using them for a very good reason as well. They didn't follow up with anything, thankfully, so that's why I'm afraid of emulating. Yeah, I don't emulate. I don't like to emulate. I prefer playing the originals as much as possible, but sometimes that's just not possible since the, I mean, to be honest, some games are just super expensive. Hey bug, can you go away? There's a bug flying around my face for like 2 hours now. So I'm saving this patch of grass and then I'll try for the hardy zigzagoon, which I should get pretty soon. Thank you, and for understanding why I couldn't join last night. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I understand that your little kitty cat is not doing well. Hopefully she will get healthy soon, because I want to see her as well. Should I come over to the UK? Which hopefully will be maybe this year, who knows? I think I'm imagining it, but didn't Windows 98 come with uTorrent pre-installed? I wouldn't know that. I don't know where you heard that, but it could be. But I stopped using torrents long ago because I noticed that they were seeding the computer, and that's when I immediately threw everything having to do with uTorrent out. Because I don't want my stuff to get seeded. Probably the same thing is waiting for us here, as we are going to be in the EU. Now we can download and upload anything, no one cares about it. But EU prices are too high. For Ukrainian salary, I don't know what it should be. Yeah, I mean, the prices for a lot of things are way too high at this point, especially rent and groceries. If I didn't have my parents that would help me, then I would be in much more trouble. And I'm very thankful for that, but it's just a shame that I see so much talent trapped in poverty, you know. Okay, for a second I thought, wait, again, Shiny Wurmple. Do you love people calling you by nickname or normal name? I mean, I don't care here. Some people here call me by my real name, Yana, or others call me by my username, either in full or just Omni or just Infinite or just Infi. I don't mind. I mean, I've also gotten teasy nicknames as a kid, but no one calls me those here, so. And I wouldn't really care. I mean, I'm a grown woman now. I don't get hurt by these things now. But I do understand that it can maybe trigger you if you've been bullied heavily. To me, being nicknamed growing up as a kid, I got bullied and got some bad nicknames on me. That's why I get trauma from nicknames. Yeah, I do understand that, and I'm not trying to make fun of that. So I'm only going to call you Ahmed. I don't even know the other nicknames, and I don't need to know. Especially if you tell me that it doesn't make you feel good, which... Why would I make a viewer of mine feel bad? That would be absolutely asinine. Reason I ask is my granddad's Windows ME PC had uTorrent. Oh, it did? Okay. I mean, uTorrent is around for, what, 20 years at this point, I think? Even more, maybe? It's definitely not something he would have installed himself. Yeah, I get it. I mean, there are some grandpas and grandmas out there that are very good with computer stuff, but it's very unusual for a grandpa to have uTorrent installed on their computer. Have you gotten any shiny odyshes today? No? Maybe I'll go to a route that has them, but... Okay, now the visual cues don't show anymore in Eontimer. But I do have a shiny Oddish with me who's doing the sweet scenting, so there's that. Someone call you soulmate? My husband quite often calls me soulmate. But we do have a shared consciousness sometimes. Or as I'd like to call it, shared brain rot. Okay, maybe I'll hang on. This is this route, but what about the other route? Oh, right. This one will tell me what a gym is, as if I didn't know that. Hate to break it to you, dear NPC, but I've been playing these games before you were programmed, so I know what a gym is. And I think it's really cool how your, in Generation 3, your dad is a gym leader. Would have loved it for one game to have your mom be a Elite 4 member or something like that. Or your grandma or someone like that. Would you like to see Pokemon with 3 types like Charizard, Fire with Flying Dragon? Good question. I'm okay with 2 types. Under some conditions you can get triple types. Okay, let's see what he gets. Fun fact, this is a pre-programmed cutscene, so I'm not controlling the game right now. It's him, or the game controlling itself. And this Ralts can be shiny. And no, it does not stay shiny in later fights, unfortunately. But I do remember Worcester, a Pokemon speedrunner, having this Ralts be shiny. And this is hacking. I mean, I can't do that. Just take the Pokemon back and just chugging Pokeballs. I think it's also programmed to always catch the Pokemon. Used to call me Deaf Boy or City Clown. You know, you might have been a clown, but they were an entire circus, so maybe think of that. And clowns, I mean, they make people laugh. That's a good thing. Would have been really funny if Wally, I think is his English name, if he got a shiny Ralts, but no. Okay, that's Route 104. You are not a trainer. You are... Oh no, you're not. She just said, oh yeah, I'm not a trainer. But there has to be... You are one, right? Yes. Have a nickname at school. People tried to bully me, but I turned out a table and began to use that nickname online with that people. It turns out not funny for them, and soon they forgot about it. Oh, so you kind of appropriated the nickname so that it isn't offensive anymore. That's a good and clever strategy. I think Pokemon with 3 types would break the game. Yeah, it would probably be a bit complicated as well, unnecessarily so, because the type chart is already just barely held together normally, so I think a 3rd type would really screw things up. And then also what Alex said, that imagine 8 times weaknesses. To be fair, some Pokemon already have them, like Parasect. But still, 8 times weaknesses, it's just killer. could happen. Like ground would be 6 times stronger versus fire and electric and steel if there is one. Yeah. And you're not a trainer, no. But I think... Does she give me an item? No. And you are one. That I remember. Welcome back, Arch. When you said Wally, thought you were referring to the Where's Wally books, which are everywhere in the UK. I'm not sure what the books are called where you are, but I had them all when I was a kid. Yeah, they're not called Where's Wally. There's not, or are they? I know it's Where's Waldo in US English, and it's Where's Wally in the other ones, if I'm not mistaken. Mistaken, not mistaking. Whereas Waldo is the... Oh, I remember now. It's in German. It's wo ist Walter? So his name was Walter, not Wally, not Waldo. And funnily enough, James, now that you mention it, I saw multiple people being dressed or cosplaying as Waldo or Wally at conventions. So, and there were 4 of them. So at least I found 4 of them. That was actually very funny. That was a good cosplay. Also, I was talking about getting them on 3DS. Do I... what level do you learn Sweet Scent? Or you only know that move? Bubble. Or at level 9, okay. No, level 13 actually, in Generation 3. Well, that's quite a lot of training. Let's switch back to Gustavo. Trying to remember what the French name was for Where's Wally or Where's Waldo or whatever you call him. Où est Charlie? Oh yeah, they just call him Charlie for some reason. So all the other languages use a name that starts with a W, and the French are like, no, we need something very special and different. I mean, Kaiser is the German name for a emperor. That just means emperor, or not name, word, sorry. So he's the emperor of the color Carmesin. Yeah, there were Waldos at LuxCon, and I found a couple of them. I don't know what price I will get for that. But it was pretty funny, I have to say. Really funny. Very clever as well. Okay, Route 104. What can I get here? Zigzagoon, Taylor, Wurmple. Okay, maybe let's try for a Zigzagoon here. Under the tail. Oh, Undertale, yeah. Yeah, don't the new chapters of Deltarune release soon? I forgot when. Omni, I found my soulmate, I think. Wow, my chat is like a soulmate matching thing. I'm happy that you find your kin. And yeah, he is pretty cool, Kaiser Karmazin, that is true. And yes, he also has Discord. He's on my Discord as well. Think that Torchic is better than Mudkip in Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire because Steven Stone is very weak against fire and ground and fight. Blaziken has fighting and fire. Yeah, and also if you have a Torchic, Norman will be easier to fight, definitely. Oh, no one knows when the new Deltarune chapters will be released? Okay. I thought that I heard something that they're gonna release in June, but apparently that's speculation, what I'm reading now. Yeah, and Mudkip is also super effective against Steven in multiple ways. Because it has water and ground. And a lot of Steven's Pokemon... doesn't he have a, what's it called? A Claydol? And Claydol you can hit with ground moves. And if you have a Torchic, Blaziken is fighting type and Claydol is psychic type, so just gonna get wrecked by that one. Or like you're like me and you over level and then it doesn't matter anymore. Still glad I found those GameCube controllers today. I've seen the Orange sell one for 80 on its own. Yeah, you got pretty good deals with these controllers. I'm glad you have them now as well. And like I told you before, James, the only reason why I don't have the official GameCube translucent controller is because it was always like 80 euros, and that's... I don't want to pay 80 euros for a controller. But I got both blue and orange for 75, so not bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. Got two good controllers. Oh, you're playing a Pokemon Alpha Sapphire ROM hack. Which one? Yeah, water type as well. I also beat Steven first try, but to be fair, I tend to over-level, and then type coverage doesn't really matter that much anymore. I did like his, in Emerald, the battle that you have with him in Granite Cave. That one is really cool. Sal said he resources in Japan who sent him the controllers for super cheap, so he can sell them on eBay, but I've never seen Orange controller for less than 30. You will be able to see one less than 30 if you go to Japan. Because they also have retro second-hand markets, and that's where you get them for much cheaper. It's a Wingull. I don't have a Wingull yet on this save file. Star Sapphire going to Nuzlocke. It's Omega Ruby variant, Retail Ruby. Oh, what's the difference of Star Sapphire and Retail Ruby? Like, what special gimmick or hack do they have that makes them interesting? That's a normal Wingull. With Groudon, I mean, beating him with Groudon is easy. Groudon is a very strong ground type. And then his steel Pokemon you can get with a sun boosted fire attack, or like eruption. It's gonna his team will get wrecked. So when I asked him to try and get the clear and gold controllers, he said he will try. They must be everywhere in Japan. Yeah, I mean, they were produced and sold only in Japan, so that's why they're much cheaper there. But to get to Japan, I'd have to spend like £400 on a flight. Yeah. I want to go to Japan once in my life at least. But I have the problem, first, money. And second, I hate flying. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it so much. And now with the whole Boeing fiasco going on, I trust planes even less. Even though I know it's pretty irrational, since how many kilometers I drive around in my car sometimes. The odds are higher that I die of a car crash than from a plane crash. But that thought of dying or sitting in a plane and you know it's over, I don't know, just sends shivers down my spine. Post-game Pokemon available fast. Oh, that's very good. Honey available. Oh, honey actually does something good. Mega Stones are held items on the species. Oh, cool. So you find a Metagross and they automatically have the Mega Stone. That's cool. Should maybe look into that ROM hack. When I was a kid, I thought the Japan exclusive controllers would only work on Japanese exclusive oh, you mean consoles, not controllers. I have no idea why. I mean, I don't blame you. Usually you would think that they would only work on consoles who are produced in the same region. But actually right now I'm playing on a Japanese controller, so I'm playing on the orange one. So yeah, they work. No, flying isn't environmentally friendly. That is my third point. I feel really terrible when I fly because of the environmental problems. Or I mean, they do emit a lot of carbon dioxide. What is a 50% chance? Dying of a plane crash? No, it's much less than that. Remember, you can't just say either you die or you don't. That's not really how odds work in mathematics. I know it does sound very, as in within your intuition, it sounds logical. Can't find the Discord. Oh, Arch, are you on the server? I thought you were. Ah, the Megastone, sorry. The held item Megastones. Yeah, sorry. Was just, yeah. Sometimes I don't brain a lot, excuse me. I remember seeing blue and orange GameCube controllers for super cheap back in the mid-2000s. What do you call super cheap? On eBay, but didn't buy them as I thought I needed Japanese GameCube. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's... Can't turn back time now, but... Okay, that didn't register, so I'm doing it again. 1, 2. Still love looking out of a window seat and seeing all of Luxembourg from above. Yeah, pretty easy to do since we're such a itsy bitsy teeny tiny country. Oh, you left? Wanna join back? Or are you someone who doesn't really like Discord servers? The blue and orange controllers were like €10 each. Okay, that is very cheap. In the mid-2010s. When did I buy mine? Mine were in 2015 or 16. Did I buy them then? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was a time where GameCube things weren't that valuable. You just have to wait a bit and then maybe GameCube games will go down in value again. Ah, I see. Join back for your new friend. Oh, it's doing the puppy face. Now you have to. No shiny. Weird. Should get a shiny. Why do I never get the very early frame for some reason. Which is strange. I'm very sure this has to be my secret ID and trainer ID. The other frames work. What else can I get? Not a Talo. Wingle. We're close to Petalburg Woods. What do I get there? Shroomish. Oh, I do get a very early Shroomish, okay. Silcoon. No, no Silcoon. Cascoon. Nope, no Cascoon. Talo. No Talo. Slackoth. Oh, I get a Slackoth. And a Zigzagoon as well. Oh, let's just try that Zigzagoon. It would be Petalburg Woods Zigzagoon. Imagine Mega Evolved Dynamax, that would be wicked. That would be very broken. Indeed, very broken. But why would you like to see that? Wouldn't that be mind-numbingly broken even? The blue one cost me £49.99. The orange one was £29.99, so I spent nearly double on the blue one, but honestly I had the money and still have £1,000 in savings. Yeah, but still don't take too much money out of your savings account for things like that. You do need them for a rainy day. Okay, this is where I get that item, and it's a normal Pokeball. Did I miss any shinies? I had to go to the shelter. No, you didn't miss any shinies. I tried to get a shiny Zigzagoon, but for some reason that didn't appear. And hopefully you're safe. Good thing you have a shelter close by. Got a surprise unemployment payment today of £300 despite having a job, but I'm not complaining. Just be careful that they don't wanna... I've heard people having the state come to them and say, oh, we gave you that accidentally, we now want it back. You evolved your starter before the first gym. Well, it's pretty soon now that Gustavo will evolve. What starter did you pick, Arch? Okay, if you have a name for that Surskit, now it's Gevaya, which is the German name. You don't really have a good name. Well, to be fair, I need to go to a certain city where the name change guy is at. It does say on the unemployment website that I'm owed a payment from them today. It was just a surprise as I wasn't expecting it now that I'm working again. So you owe them something? Named Axel because Axel... Ah, very good. That's a cute name. Oh, nice, got a crit. But if it wasn't for the unemployment money, I wouldn't have bought the controllers. I do have £1,000 in my rainy day funds. Yes, but I would hate for you to use up your rainy day funds for controllers. As much as I understand wanting to get cool stuff, a rainy day fund is not meant to buy that. Or at least it shouldn't. Do you feel like since Kanto and Johto and Hoenn and Sinnoh, all the other regions have felt like a downfall? Unova was okay, but Kalos meh. Alola, I don't see it as a region. Galar, okay. Paldea, nah. No, not really. Paldea I can't really comment on since I haven't played the game yet. Kalos I actually liked. Kalos was a pretty good Pokemon version of France. Unova was okay, yeah. Alola, you don't see it as a region. I really liked Alola. But then again, that's my opinion. Sinnoh, I do like the Sinnoh games, but the Sinnoh region is more annoying to go through than the other games, if that makes sense. I think in Hoenn you can do good circles. The map is well thought out. I'm intrigued by your use of pleading emojis. I'm confused. I didn't use any of the rain day money to get the controllers. Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is don't even think about doing that in the future. That would not be wise. I used the unemployment money at the end of March. They told me to expect another payment on 26th April. So you forgot about it. It wasn't really it was a surprise, but you forgot about it. I just think they are funny. I despise Alola, least favorite gen. Interesting. Would you mind sharing why? Not that I don't blame you or anything. I don't judge you for that. I would just legit want to know why. Maybe you have some very good criticisms. Come on, you can do it. Ooh. I'm getting close. Throw bubbles at him. Throw bubbles at him. Ooh, 2 HP points, health points left. HP points would be health points, which is very redundant. But yeah, I would be interested to know why you don't like Alola. I do understand that there's some aspects that I really didn't like about Alola. Surprised, yeah, I forgot about it because I have a job again now. No, that's fair. So seeing my bank account 300 pounds heavier was a way to lighten the awful mood I've had today. Yeah, I get it. So slow, like the story is decent, but you get stomped every 5 seconds for story, and it's like I want to be able to actually play the game. Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of cutscenes that kind of break the flow of the game. Oh, we're here now. If I remember correctly, yeah, Team Magma shows up, and in Sapphire it's Team Aqua. Wow, a little child has to protect you. A grown man. Made the rainy day money temporarily inaccessible. The surprise 300 is enough to last until my next paycheck, and I won't have to touch the £1,000 I've put away. If that makes more sense. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you don't get into too much of a shopping explosion, let's call it like that. Not a snack accident as in snack accident, but a shopping accident. Oh wow, one hit crit. If I may be honest, Generation 8 is my least favorite. Okay. followed by Gen 6. Gen 9 did its best to take that second spot though. Yeah, Gen 9 is like until now, my second least favorite, I would say. Thank you for the Great Ball. What did you not like about Generation 8? Is it the same as Kaiser Karmazin's criticism? Or do you have different reasons? Yeah, it's good that you made that inaccessible. It's always good to have a rainy day fund, especially with the way the economy is going right now. I just don't know if you are like this, James, but I've known people with ADHD who had shopping sprees and they basically went into debt by just mass buying things they didn't really need. And I don't know if you are also like that. I actually do know people who, yeah, they got into debt, really. So they ran into problems because of that. Thank you for the TM. Bullet seed, not that I can really use it now. Isn't there an item here? Yeah. I've never played Generation 8 because the bad reviews scared me away. Not Generation 9, sorry, I was about to say before, it wasn't Generation 9. Generation 8 I'm very disappointed in. Not Generation 9, I mean, yeah, in the way that Pokemon is a $1 billion company and we could definitely get higher quality games. But, it could really be better. I didn't play it yet. That's why I did the community poll thing, since I don't know. You know, I don't know if which one I'm gonna play first. But right now it looks like Legends of Arceus is winning. Thank you for that as well. There's some NPCs you need to talk to or else you don't get certain items. No, I don't want to learn about berries. Oops, misclicked. In my teen years, I was horribly impulsive. Yeah, impulsive buying. Or impulsive shopping. I was thousands in debt, but that's when my ADHD was out of control. Now I'm more careful. I got the controllers as I wanted them for 15 years. Yeah, I'm glad you got them now. And I was also guilty of having a shopping trip once or twice. To me, Carlos felt like Diantha does nothing but being the champion, like your region in danger, and she's playing in Pokémon Ruby. Isn't that kind of fitting because she's a bit spoiled, isn't she? So it does fit her character. But yeah, wow, you have a long, like, that's a long range that trainer has. My phone bill, £200 for mom to help her out with bills. It was an idea to help her out monthly until she retires next year, which is very nice of you, I have to say. But yeah, your phone bills are really super expensive. Aren't you paying like over £100 for your phone per month? Which is much more than you would pay in Luxembourg, and everything in Luxembourg is super expensive. So Generation 8 was like, what if we took everything people didn't like about Generation 7 and make that a game? That was what Generation 8 felt like, yeah, true. Way too much story, rather plain region and a few other things. Frame drops. No, Arch is still here. Pokemon are pretty weak. These twins give you double battle. Do you give me an item? I forgot. No. You just tell me about how... Oh, no, you do. Never mind. Had to pay my phone company £400 yesterday as I hadn't been able to pay it since December. Ooh, ouch. But yeah, I think they're ripping you off. That's just way too much to pay for a phone contract. Since October, sorry, like 5 months at once. What do they have here in the supermarket? Okay, I buy 10 Pokeballs if I can. Yeah, okay, I can. And then I get a Premier Ball. Do I have things to sell? Don't need the X defense. There we go. I feel bad that Paul isn't in Pokemon Generation 4 and Alan isn't in Generation 7. Alan is Ash's rival in Kalos. He's badass and very cool, and I found him cooler than Diantha. I mean, there's a lot of characters that appear in the anime, but not in the games. And I don't really know who Alan is, since I didn't watch the show. So I'd have to Google. Right, frick this, I'm just gonna ask someone else for it, be right back. Okay. Not sure what you mean. Did I forget something or miss something? Zigzagoon. Okay, looks like Petalburg Woods. I will try for that Zigzagoon. That would be this frame. Oh, I already have that Eontimer. Right. Going to challenge the twins. I was stressing for money after paying my phone bill and then boom, an extra £300 in my account. Yeah, that's really nice. That double bling bling, really nice. Oh, but you only know Bubble. It's a terrible move. Okay, level 6. Oh, and Vim's Lair has more action replay for GameCube added, but you have the disc now, so I guess you don't really need it. Yeah, I have the disc now, so don't really need that. Yeah. You're so tired today? I was really tired yesterday. Did you have a long day at university? That barely does anything. Oh, but your speed dropped, at least there's that. My summertime insomnia started last night and I was up until 4:30 AM. Ooh. So, you're one of these people who inexplicably start getting insomniac around summertime? That's not the first time I've heard something like that. Although definitely somewhat interesting. Can anyone send me asking for the invite? Okay, that's what you were asking. Sorry. Looks like I'm really dense today. Denser than a neutron star. I'll give you the invite link. And if some person is annoying you, you know, you can always tell me and I'll try to do something about it. Or message any of the moderators of either the mods or admins of the server. You have? 40 minutes? How did I miss that then? To be fair, I'm very stupid when it comes to reading between the lines. So when people say, oh, the trash needs to be taken out, and I'm like, yeah. And then they get angry at me because I didn't take the trash out. But you need to tell me, take the trash out, please. And not, the trash needs to be taken out. Didn't see it, been distracted. Yeah, I'm scrolling now. I didn't see it as well, but well, it's now has been solved, so there's that. Oh, and James, if you get any news of Sophie, let me know. Because I'm also very worried about the cat. Okay, so I got that Tamagotchi from eBay and it works, but you have to push the buttons a little harder than normal. That's fine. Which may be why it was so cheap. Yeah, that's what I thought. But the the Tamagotchi branded lanyard was cool and rare. Yeah, isn't that one really worth a lot? And you got it for free, basically. It also doesn't help that I get anxiety attacks early in the morning, so I'm extra exhausted. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, anxiety attacks, people who never had them, they just completely misunderstand how draining they are. One time I was told that clothes needed to be washed when my mom got mad at me for not turning on the dryer. Yeah, I'm also like that. I'm sometimes way too autistic to read between the lines. And not joking, I actually am. So... Also, Kaiser friend me now. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I mean, maybe I can handle something, or maybe do something about it. But I assume that was in private messages and not on the server. Or maybe it was on the server, I don't know. Okay, that didn't register, do it again. Star star, no, dot, star star. So I can't do anything. I mean, I'm asking, right? I'm always trying to help. Okay, vet called. They aren't concerned about Sophie. Phew. And she had energy this morning when I got up, but she's being kept in overnight for IV fluids as she's dehydrated. But they say it's age and not concern. Okay, that's a relief. Oh, you get anxiety attacks several times a week? Oh no. Oh, that really sucks. I used to get them, so I know how horrible they are, and it's... The horribleness is the cherry on top of people misunderstanding you, or just saying, oh, don't quit being such a baby. And if they would get the same anxiety attack, they would cry even more than you would. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Really need to sleep. I may have to go, but I will stay for a few minutes. I mean, if you're tired, do like I did it yesterday, where I was so freaking tired that it wasn't really worth continuing to stream. You don't have to stay in the stream if you're too tired. It's no problem. I'm not holding you hostage. No, because I'm not having anyone intervene. Me and Naked already got everything calmed down. Okay. I'm just, you know, I'm just... It's a proposition. It's just a... I'm putting it out there in case I could maybe help. I sent it twice. It's okay. No problem. Sophie also had gallstone surgery a few years back, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But she doesn't need surgery this time, thankfully. Okay, good. She did go with fever of 32, though. Oh, poor cat. So they don't know why she has a fever? Is that known yet? Or not? Today's going to be horrible. Oh, why? My sound when I yawn is hilarious. Sound like a bear or Chewbacca from Star Wars. That's very funny. Everyone keeps saying I have very loud sneezes. And yeah, that is true. But I don't do it on purpose. I just, when I sneeze, it's really loud. Yeah, Arch, you can't just drop today's going to be horrible in the chat and not elaborate. Yeah, I understood what you said, Amit. They're going to do tests on her overnight, so I will find out more tomorrow. Okay. I'm out in London tomorrow night, but hopefully she'll be home with my parents tomorrow night. Yeah, fingers crossed that that will happen. If I mess something up, my whole day spirals. I figured that a bit ago. Oh, do you have that where if something really goes wrong, the whole rest of the day is ruined? Is that what you're trying to say? Come on, I want to hit the shiny frame. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll see her before I go, depending on when she needs to be picked up. Yeah, hopefully it won't be something too bad. I mean, Sophie's old, right? 15 years is quite an age for a cat. I know they could theoretically live longer than that, but still, still got the sticker that you gave me with a picture of her on it. One of my me's is sad because they were gonna ask out someone with a girlfriend. Oh, that happened to me as well in Tomodachi Life. I also made some fictional character me's into. I put them into Tomodachi Life, and it's very funny that Homura and Saitama from One Punch Man, they married in my game. So that's one kind of killer combination. A very strong magical girl marrying the strongest superhero. You've done it with them 5 times now? Yeah, I've also I think that some things in Tomodachi Life seem to be predetermined, and you can't really soft reset to get a favorable outcome. Seems to be the case. The cute thing about Tomodachi Life is my me and my husband's me. They fit together really well, and they also immediately got married, or at least were a couple, and now they're married and they had multiple children. So that's really cute. Even our video game, like our video game representations love each other. Pretty sweet. She's 15 next week. The night before I flew to you, she was zooming around my room chasing the laser pointer. But I had a neighbor whose cat lived to 26. 26? That's insane. That is a really advanced age for a cat. The oldest cat I've seen in my life, like not in pictures or on video, but in real life, was like in the neighborhood there was a girl who had a cat that I think she turned 24. Yeah, she lived to 24, and I already thought, wow, that's very old for a cat. But 26 is even, wow. Tomodachi sounds like a rip-off of Tamagotchi. Maybe that's because Tamagotchi is actually a portmanteau. So a fusion or a combination of 2 words. And Tamagotchi is a portmanteau of the 2 Japanese words tomodachi, which means friend. A friend is a tomodachi. And a tamago, which means egg. So it's an egg friend. That's why they're called Tamagotchi. Friend of mine have an epic lore regarding our Tomodachi Life Island. Okay, spill the tea, Kaiser comes, and I want to know. I need to boot up my game again now. It's been a while since I've played, but yeah. I got the weirdest pairings in that game. I think a son of mine tried to marry Madoka. I imagine my son coming home and then, oh, Mom, do you know Madoka? She's my girlfriend. You know, in real life, when your son comes and says that anime girl is my girlfriend, you'd go, oh boy, where have I gone wrong with raising my child? But in Tomodachi life, it's just a thing that can happen. They have 2 children. Yeah, my me's the as in my me's in the way the me that represents me. Okay, that sounds weird, but yeah. And the me that represents my husband, they also have 2 kids. And I think a baby on the way. I really need to boot up my game again. Once was a kid in school who was trying to bully me. Not good, and his father is dead, so when he called my blood family losers, I said, I'm sure I saw your dad driving and coughing yesterday. Everyone was laughing at it. Oh, jeez, ouch. Ahmed, why? Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, bullies, to be fair, bullies have it coming. I've been bullied as well, and if you can dish out but you can't take it, well, that's very pathetic, isn't it? But still, this is, oof, that, you didn't just break him, you broke his soul, I think. That's a deep cut. I read somewhere Tamagotchi translates to egg baby. Well, that's not really correct. I'm very sure that, no, egg friend, yeah, egg friend is actually what it is. It's a portmanteau of Tomodachi and Tamago. That's why it's called Tamagotchi, your egg friend, because it looks, well, it is shaped like an egg. And the Tamagotchi that you get, they all hatch from an egg. Yeah, you don't mess with Ahmed. Still not a shiny, what's wrong? So the lore is wild. We have a bunch of imaginary friends or weird characters that appeared in dreams of ours. Okay, that makes it even more interesting. So you have reoccurring characters that only exist in your dreams. Just like I do, but with my dreams, it's not characters, it's places. So there's certain, I think I said that before on streams, but there's some places that I keep dreaming about, but they're not real. But I keep just being there, and they just appear again and again and again in my dreams. Laughed harder at that than I should have done, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. What a comeback. I mean, that is retaliation, isn't it? Imaginary friends when we were little kids, of course. I mean, even if you had imaginary friends as an adult, I don't care. Yeah, I'm glad I made a new friend. That's always nice. Oh, most of your old friends left you? Well, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But I have to say that, Arch, I also had to cut off toxic friends before. And it's better to have very few friends than a lot of fake friends or toxic friends. Definitely. Just some random fictional characters and other stuff as well. The me representing me is eternally wearing those glasses with the goofy nose and mustache. Oh yeah, they have some nice interiors as well as clothes in that game. Oh, you learned that friendship with one of them was a total lie. Oh no. Oh, I know how that feels. That's... It definitely it feels like a betrayal, because it is, right? And then you just start thinking, how many hours of my life have I kind of thrown away because of that person? No, I think that was a bit too late. And now there's 2 flying bugs trying to land on me. This is crazy. Stop landing on me! I'm not gonna kill you because I don't like unnecessarily killing animals, even bugs. Which I've been called crazy for before, that I refuse to kill even a fly. But why should I kill the fly? The fly is just doing what a fly does. I know they're annoying. In fact, I'm getting annoyed by one right now, but why should I kill it? Okay, I'm not gonna hurt you, fly, but I would really appreciate it if you didn't fly in front of my face. Sorry if I sound like a jerk, but I hate people trying to interrupt my life. By the way, he was bullying me for so long, wasn't like it was the first time. Yeah, I also took a jab at, like, bullies, where I basically used something that hurt them to shut them up, so can't blame you for that, Amit. And no, you don't sound like a jerk. Although it is a very deep cut, I have to say. I found you guys, and the ones I've got now are all I need to be happy. Oh, that's great. It wasn't like it was the first... Oh no, I just misread that. I mean, yeah, it's really bad having toxic friends. I had friends where I thought I should have not ghosted them, but I should have let the friendship fizzle out earlier. We need an emotional blushing emoji. Yeah, once I become a member, or not a member, but once I get the membership unlocked on YouTube, I'll definitely get into making a lot of emojis, whatever you want to call them. Why do flies fly in squares? Flies fly in squares? That's the first time I've read about that. I have no idea what you're trying to say, James. And you kill bugs by walking, they're everywhere. Okay, I mean, I also kill a lot of bacteria by cleaning my hands. But unfortunately, that's not something I can control, right? And I will admit that I've cried before in my life because I accidentally stepped on a snail. Because I felt so bad for the poor creature. Oh, you're trolling again, James. Another one of my friends named Noah got split into hundreds of different Miis in our lore. So we have Miis with names that just end in Oa. It's really weird and funny. So you have a no and an n, an oa and an a, and an however you pronounce just an h. Co-host James is back in session. Fly, can you please fly off my face? No, you didn't miss anything. For some reason, it's taking me a while to get a shiny frame again. Even though it shouldn't. Found a new best friend. that was quick. We also have an intentionally shitty Kirby parody OC on our island. What's that parody OC? Like a parody of Kirby, or... Actually, this time I wasn't trolling. I sent you what I mean on WhatsApp. Okay. Since when do flies fly in squares? Is there any animal that flies in squares? Squares is a very unnatural shape for animals to replicate in flight. At least I would say. So how do you fly in a 90-degree angle? Oh, that's what you mean. They turn around corners. Well, it does fly around circles around me, or ellipses, I guess. Furries always find themselves. Furries always find other furries, and I have to applaud them for it. Oh yeah, right. The first gym leader is rock type, so come on. I want a shiny. What's taking me so long? Kribby, really? That's okay. What a coincidence! Because once when I was in 7th grade, someone mistyped Kirby as Kribby. And I thought that was so funny that we made a bad knockoff of Kirby called Kribby. And those incredibly edgy were all over DeviantArt back in the day. Oh, I remember DeviantArt. With some really weird OCs on there. I mean, sure, everyone can create the things they want. I'm not judging that, but some were out there, let's just put it at that. Really out there. Curb the embodiment of hell. The Prince of Darkness. Evil Pink. Okay, for some reason I'm not hitting the shiny frame. Oops, didn't want to do that. Maybe I can train Surskit a bit. Since it knows, all it knows now is Bubble. Torchic will get pretty owned in the rock type gym. What route is this? 115? You're not a trainer? No. Oh yeah, I can't have no access to the wild Pokemon on this route yet, since I don't have Surf yet. Fun fact, that bully was so pissed off by what I said. It was like, dude, you've been in my back for 3 months and now you want to take my words? I told him meet me after school and make me if you dare. He didn't come. Oh jeez. Yeah, like I said before, that was a deep cut. I don't think he'll ever forget about that, but that's what you get when you're a bully. Okay, here are some trainers. Like this one, this guy. Funnily enough, I'm not a furry, but like all of my friends are, so I think I might be the closeted one and just not know it. I mean, there's no problem being a furry. I don't understand. I mean, I'm not one myself, but I don't really understand why they are so hated. What's the deal? Why? My friend and I occasionally write episodes of Kribby. And it's really stupid and edgy for the sake of being edgy. I want to read some Kribby episodes. Your season have funny titles. Drop the titles. Can't just tease me with saying they are funny and I can't read them. Furry fandoms have a lot of okay, but to be fair, that's just the internet is chock full of things like that, so it's not just furries, you know? Not so cool people. If you're referring to copulation with a different species, let's put it like very scientifically so I don't get owned by the censors on YouTube, then yeah, but isn't that a stereotype that furries are that? Which I'm not gonna name because it's really bad. God, I think I really might actually be one. All of my D&D characters have been dragon characters. Yeah, I think so, Kaiser Kamazin. I think so. Or in this case, because it's a dragon, maybe a scaly would be more accurate. Kribby got me interested in writing, funnily enough. Okay, so it wasn't just a stupid thing. You were here as well. I have a rule of hell dude who's also a demon, dragon, and cat boy. Oh, very busy guy. He's a demon, a dragon, and a cat boy. People call him a femboy. And he's a femboy as well, so that's like 4 different things. Ooh, that tackle will hurt. Love my furry friends. I do not discriminate. I'm not like that. I don't even understand why people discriminate. People assume all furries are zoophiles, but they're 2 different things. Yeah, that's the term, the word for that. But that's a stereotype, right? Not every person that is a car fan, you know, does that thing to cars. I think the internet really sexualized way too many things that don't need to be sexualized. Therians usually act like said animals. They're stereotype. Dragon Therians when plain. When plain? What? Sorry, I don't follow. When I hear dragon and plain, I think of the lattes. Furry interest in anthropomorphic animals. Yeah, like Tony the Tiger. And it has actually, I think, I'm not wrong in saying that furries might be the oldest fandom that ever existed in, like, the history of humanity. Because we've seen furry drawings in caves of cavemen. And I'm not kidding. You can Google this. You can look this up. So technically speaking, furries are the OG fandoms. Oh, Ninkata, I can get that one with Bubble. Be very effective. I want the Surskit to learn Sweet Scent. So I don't need to use the Oddish that won't obey me in battles anyway. Therians act like animals and think they are one. Oh, I thought those people were called otherkin. That they identify as being, I don't know, another animal. Shouldn't I learn? Why didn't I learn? Oh yeah, it's not level 9. I forgot. Never mind. What about you? In one recent episode, Kribby was on the Skeld from Among Us, okay, and fought a dark matter named Dark Drip, okay, and I'm not kidding about this. Kribby and Dark Drip had a Tomodachi lifestyle rap battle. I've never thought that I'm gonna read something like this in my life, but yet here I am. But that sounds really funny. Furries don't? Yeah, I mean, furries are not otherkins, but I thought otherkins were the ones that are not pretending, but they think that they are the species, any species but human. Also, that's really funny that you had your own Kribby. Maybe there can be a Kribby episode where that Kribby is a clone or something. Oh, a multiverse crossover of the Kribbies. Wow, what a thing that exists now. Kribby crossover. Also, I love some personas like mine, big fluffy dragon boy that's really empathetic. We need more empathetic guys, definitely. So it's a scale Sona then. I do see otherkins get, I mean, they do get dismissed a lot. And I don't set them in the same ballpark as trans people, because some people try to do that, but no, being trans is something completely different than being an otherkin. And, well, otherkin, I mean, it's not like we can change your species. We're not that advanced. You get compliments for being yourself? Oh, that's very good. Wait, who said that empathetic people aren't good? We need more empathetic men. Like, I mean, that's my weakness. Empathetic men who are very diplomatic. That's why I got my husband. He's like that. That's why I fell in love with him, because he's like that. I like that. I really like men who don't think that being empathetic makes you... Empathy is not a weakness, it's a strength. You know? I mean, my favorite legendary you probably already know. It's Latias. Also like Latios a lot, who would have thought. Cresselia is also really nice. Oh, there's a lot of legendaries that I like. Oh yeah, you're too busy with that. X special. Kribby's son is Galacta Knight. It was a big twist at the end of season 1 when Kribby found out he had a son. Oh boy, that one night stand that he maybe had wasn't the best idea, huh? He's currently looking for his son but hasn't found him yet. Oh, you have a shiny. Nice. I just realized that my fantasy world is primarily made up of bugs, so probably furry. I just never realized that. I mean, a furry, you're specifically a furry if you like anthro characters. I'm not a furry, although I do prefer a setting with non-human characters, as like animals. I vastly prefer animal characters, but not too much of a big fan of anthro characters. I prefer them being like just a normal cat. So I guess you would like Star Fox, the Star Fox series of games, since they are a furry universe. Furries in space. Favorite legendaries is hard, yeah, definitely. Bee personas. That I didn't see too many bee personas. Yeah, bumblebees are super cute. When I see an exhausted bumblebee, I give them sugary water or honey, so that they can continue being cute and useful somewhere else. These poor things work so hard, and they're very crucial to the ecosystem. And they're definitely one of the cutest bugs or insects that I've seen. Raikou, Kyogre, Giratina, Zekrom, Genesect. That's a good choice. Oh, my husband bought a Genesect plush at a convention the last weekend. Yeah, hard to decide, I see. But you're one of the rare ones that likes Raikou the most out of the trio. So that's interesting. Most people prefer Suicune, which I'm also team Suicune. But I prefer Raikou over Entei. But Raikou just gets the short stick, it seems. Okay, 4-time weakness, yet it's not a one-hit kill. I'm back, sorry, I was making a video of that point of view code for Monkey Ball 2. I tried it in Dolphin and it worked. Oh, it did work! Nice, I want to see it, because, I mean, I remember we tried so much getting it to work on my GameCube. Send it over when it's done, and as I know you were curious about it too. Yeah, I've never seen it, so didn't really miss anything. For some reason I'm really bad at getting the frame right. I love Suicune. Yeah, Suicune is really nice. What's your favorite main Pokemon for each champion? For Steven, Metagross. Yeah, Metagross is just awesome. Is iconic. Also love Firebug Pokemon. I don't know what the name, but it's cool. Firebug Pokemon? Oh, the from generation from the Galar games? Is that who Alder is? Sorry, I'm really horrible with the names, and they keep changing with different languages. Oh, Raikou's the OG favorite. You love Dratini? Dratini is really cute, yeah. I had a shirt with Raikou on it for years, but you lost it? Oh, that's unfortunate. Was it a official Nintendo shirt? Dratini is love, Dratini is life. I love shiny Dratini. They butchered Raikou, I don't like the paradox form. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad form in that regard, but it is somewhat unusual, yeah. Volcarona is one you're looking for, Ahmed. Oh, that that one, okay. I thought you meant the, what's it called again in English? The firebug type from Galar. Volcarona is pretty cool. You always have one on your team. That's a very good choice. So we're trying the first gym battle now. Let's see how good that goes. Even though I'm... Ooh, the rock type missed. Very lucky. All of you know that champion from Pokemon Black and White. He had a Buckfire. I'm not talking about Kabu. Yeah, it was Volcarona, wasn't it? Because there weren't that many fire bug types back then. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna hop out. Good luck, Omni. Thank you, Arch. Thank you for being part of the stream. And see you next time. Good night. Senti Scorches Firebug from Galar. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to say. Thanks, Alex. I forgot the... Ah, now finally you know Sweet Scent. Very good. And now the Nosemon, which will probably own my Surskit, I think. Yeah, this will wreck it. Wow, Bubble Beam did nothing. Oh boy. Yeah, just do it. Will Gustavo be able to... Should I? Yeah, I'll risk it. Ooh. Not good. Will also not... Oh, what? Ouch! Ouch. That is a lot of damage. Oh no, I misclicked. Oops. Oh well. Not that that would help me anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this, so... I need more leveling, since I barely did any. Leveling is pretty boring, actually. I mean, to watch it. That's why I didn't really do it on stream now. Okay, this one is okay. Can't really find anything here. This is route 116, so let's do some RNG manipulating. Petalburg Woods I tried. 100 and... what was it again? 100 and... I should have paid attention. 116. Can I get an Inkata? Yes. Talo not. Skitty. Oh, I can get a Skitty. Although, can I get it? Because I think I need to have it as a like mass encounter thing, where you trade, where you do the statistics trade thing. Okay. I could go for Ninkata. Will you turn around a lot? Probably. Yeah, I'll try for a Ninkata. Why not? Some people think that Cabo is Flanier's grandfather. Because Cabo was a gym leader in Hoenn, and Flanner said that she tried to be like her grandfather. Oh, I've heard about that theory before, that people thought they were related somehow. And I do see where you're coming from. Do I finally hit the 1004 frame now? That's not what I'm looking for. It's a cute birp, but I love saying birp, even though it's not. I mean, the original thing was a burb and not birp, but I don't know, birps just sound so funny. Maybe later I'll send a link to an episode of Kribby, sorry. Yeah, I would. That would be very funny. What a coincidence that we both had a Kribby, as to speak. Like, kind of. Ah, yes, collective brain rot is a nice thing, isn't it? Does Surskit's evolution learn anything good? I have to check, because I don't have every single attack memorized that they learn. Okay, so that's a... kind of, because I never got the 1004 frame to be shiny. And now the Q color is disappearing again. And kind of, I don't know, there seems to be something, either I'm royally messing things up or something. Okay, I'll stop Eontimer and open it back up again, because it's doing weird things again. Yeah, I do get a... what should it be? Level 6, okay. Oh, it's doing that again. Why are you not showing me the visual clues? And what about now? Come on. Now you're doing the tick thing, which I didn't even click. So weird that programs just randomly do things like that. And now it's pop again. Or not, but I mean, that's not really too much of a concern. Masquerade, yeah, that's the evolution. So what attacks do you learn? Not really. Oh, you learn a paralyzing move, so that's not too bad. That's actually, that could come in handy when trying to catch more shinies. Agility, but that is only when if you... okay. My personal favorites are the ending episodes to season 1, so maybe I'll send them unless you want to read the Dark Drip episode. Now I've heard about the Dark Drip episode and I want to know about the Dark Drip episodes. So there's that. It's very hard to read though because they were written intentionally horribly. Oh, I love camp. I mean, I watch movies like The Room because they're so bad. You know, some things are so bad that they have an integer overflow and they become good again. Just a wall of text. That's okay. I do like myself some good copy pasta. What's even funnier is I was also in 7th or 8th grade when you made Kribby. We thought of the same thing. There's really no such thing as a creative idea. Yep, in the universe everything is a remake or a remix of some kind. Definitely. Okay, that ticking is annoying. Go back to the bop. The beep is way too loud. That just rings in my ears. Why do I not get a shiny with the 1004 frame? Weird. But that is a funny coincidence, I have to say. Kribby. Jeez. What a spelling mistake started. Just sent you the video for wherever you're ready. Sorry, Dolphin has a weird sound glitch I'm unable to fix. That's okay. I'll watch it later when I'm done with the stream. I think I'll stream for at least half an hour. And I do think that this format will be something I would like to do every Friday. Playing through the Pokémon Ruby here. I'm thinking about maybe I should use the Pokemon that appear that are not shiny as a training for my Surskit. I think that would be a good idea. Oops, clumsy. Okay, I think one bubble maybe already faints it. Let's see. Hey there, Silver. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Don't think I've seen your name here around, but as always, everyone is welcome here. YouTube actually suggested your stream, but now that I'm looking, I feel like I need a bachelor just to understand half of what I'm seeing. Well, no, you don't. I can tell you with certainty that you don't. But, yeah, this is RNG manipulation, which is not the same as just hunting for a shiny and like the standard way. So I did a stream on how to do that. And there are some really good tutorials out there. So, I mean, you don't even need to get into it. I know my viewers, some of them, they never have done that before. They just want to watch that. But it's a very good way of getting a lot of shinies really quickly. That is if you're good at hitting the frames. Oh, I can get a Skitty here, okay. So I can hunt for shiny Skitty as well, that's good to know. Okay, I'll do a couple of more resets for the shiny Ninkata, and if that one doesn't appear, then I'll switch over to the Skitty. Because a modest Skitty would be interesting. But basically, Silver, how this works is if you deduce your trainer ID and your secret ID, you can mathematically pinpoint when a shiny will appear. And that's what I'm doing. The shiny Surskit that I sent out, I've gotten in the stream via RNG manipulation. In fact, I've gotten so many shinies now that I have to use a software or a GameCube game known as Pokemon Box, so that I'm able to store them all, because at this point I think I have more than 100 shinies. Okay, still not. I'll do resets until it's like in like 5 minutes, then I'll change to the skitty one. And yeah, what I'm doing here is a shiny only challenge, so I'm only allowed to use shinies. Sad news, the Asai I found returned back. Screens were too much yellowish. Oh, that's unfortunate. Searching for another one. Good luck on that. So you're looking for a DSI. Maybe I could help you with that. That is if these... I know some eBay sellers who ask fair prices for their DSIs. Maybe could potentially they ship to the Ukraine. Forgot to send it, but just send a picture of my Meloetta distribution card. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I wanted to see that one because that is a very rare thing to own. I mean, I'm a retro game collector for so many years now, and I have some very rare stuff, but that I don't have. I don't even know how you got it, but I would cherish that thing because it's super, super rare to get a distribution card. I think I remember a video on this. The tick speed of Pokemon games start counting down from the moment the game turns on. So if you have the seed, you can accurately predict the tick that you want. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So on the 6th tick, when I hit A at the exact same time, the last tick or pop appears, I get a shiny. And if I don't, I just start the process all over again. Gotta go, goodbye, and I'll see you later. Alright, Ahmed, thank you so much for being part of the stream, and good night, and goodbye. Hopefully see you soon. I won't stream this Saturday, so tomorrow I will be unable to stream. Because I'm not at home during that time. But I will stream on Sunday again, so it will be the Safari Sunday again. Wait, what's rare? I accidentally refreshed. Kaiser Karmazin has a distribution card, so that was a DS game. That's not a DS game per se, but it's a card that Nintendo used to distribute certain legendaries or Pokemon, and they weren't meant to be sold. Some of them even have stickers telling you is not meant to be sold. And Kaiser Karmazin has a card like that, and those are really, really rare. I mean, extremely rare. So rare that I've never seen them in person. Not even at conventions like Zaretrocon, which is saying something because usually that convention has really rare things like that. And yet I've never seen one, and one of my patrons has a thing like that. I wonder if it works, if you can get a Meloetta that way. It should work, right? So you basically can distribute an infinite amount of Meloettas to your friends. Which is really cool. Okay, what do I get now? Not a shiny. Ugh. That's why I kind of doubt the 1004 frame. It should yield me a shiny, but I never seem to hit that frame. I wonder why. But I do hit the other frame. So I'm gonna do that now. Skitty I get on frame 3921. So that's a normal Skitty. Now I'm going for the shiny Skitty. I've gotten the Milluetta off of it. Oh, that's really nice. That's really cool. I wonder how you got the distribution cartridge though. I forgot if you told me how you got it. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. But oh wait, didn't you like buy it off of someone, or am I mixing something up? Got it off of eBay for really cheap, funnily enough. Oh yeah, yeah. Not sure the person knew what they were selling. I don't think so. We searched for cheap ones in Ukraine, as I told my friend has a console shop. He's watching all the market, order some consoles, check them and buy them if they are okay. As I'm not in a hurry, I'm sure we get something. No, that's fair, yeah. It's good having friends like that who are into the market. They resell for over $300. Oof, yeah. And I got it for $100. Nice. That's a steal then. So that's Skitty. That's a timid Skitty. Not modest. Why did I say modest before? Because I was mixing it up with my Sapphire cartridge. Which also gives me square shinies, but modest ones instead of timid ones. So maybe I'll get a shiny Skitty before this. I'll end the stream. Let's see. If not, this will be a stream I'm going to try to do every week. If not, maybe more. I mean, there's nothing preventing me from doing that on Monday. But gee, that shiny Surskit fail, that was pretty funny. Once I find my, once I get a video editing program, because for the life of me I cannot find the one I used to have. As in, I can't find the CD. And I did deinstall it on my PC that I'm using right now. Which is not good. But I do plan on doing a compilation of wins and fails. Especially fails, since that's what people love to see. Let me check how far is the egg. Oh, still a long time to hatch, and yeah, it has Pokerus. I don't know how an egg can get a virus. Not even sure if that's possible in real life. I wouldn't be surprised. I do know that fetuses can have viruses or other illnesses before they're even born, but not so sure about eggs. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they would be able to catch a virus while in the egg. It's just funny that the egg already has Pokerus. And I didn't RNG manipulate Pokerus, it's just that this cartridge, the battery has run dry. And usually Pokerus clears up in 3 days. But if your battery has run dry, then time will not elapse. That's why berries don't grow. And that's also why if you have one Pokemon with Pokerus, it will basically have it forever. And it's just a matter of time until the other party members catch it. And then basically everyone in your party has Pokerus. Like this one has it, this one has it, this one has it. The egg has it, this one has it, and this one has it. All of them. Oops, now I did not mean to use that. Oops. I'll just reset again because this will advance the frames too much. It's when you talk too much and shouldn't press the button. Just warning about Kribby, he curses a lot. No, I don't have that much of a problem with that. Pretty much every cuss word that isn't a slur is said at least once throughout the series to make sure he's really edgy. So he's like Cold Steel the Hedgehog, if you know what I'm talking about. That's an ironic OC of either Sonic or Shadow or just a hedgehog. Well, let's just say it's an edgehog instead of a hedgehog. Right, Skitty, I really want to get you before the stream ends. Then that would be the second shiny Skitty I would catch on stream. Right. Donut Steely. Yeah, Donut Steely. At least Silver knows what I'm talking about. Nothing personnel, kid. Yes, he was inspired by Cold Steel. Oh, okay, okay. I see. You're also a man of culture then, Kaiser Karmazin. Very good. Great minds think alike. And I'm saying this as a joke, but we have the same kind of brain rot. I'm very happy about that. You know, some people kill their brain cells with alcohol, others with this. Can I even get a Whismer? Oh, it also has a shiny Whismer, okay. And Zigzagoon, which... Okay, no, 45,000, that's too long of a wait. 104, I didn't yet go there. I could try for a Wingull next time, and a Zigzagoon again. And then what's next? 117. That's a Whismer. That Surskit's really, really nice. And it's cool that I can finally get a shiny Surskit now. Since all the other save files unfortunately don't give me one. What about Illumise? Can I get one? Nope. Okay, 103. What do we have here? Puccina? No. Zigzagoon? Multiple. Okay. Wingull. Okay, I can also get Wingull. I sent you the Dark Drip episode on Discord. Thank you. Yeah, you can call me by my name. In fact, that was my channel name for a very long time because I couldn't think of any other channel name. So yeah, no problem with that. I do know some YouTubers don't like it when they're called by their civilian name, but not me. And I'm glad that you wrote it correctly because people have trouble writing my name correctly, which fair enough, it is an unusual spelling, and that's why I want to give my kids names that are easier to spell, or at least people would not misspell it all the time. But my family name also gets misspelled all the time, except like from Italians because they know how to write it. The Dark Drip. I've received it. Oh, you have a Google document about that? That's the kind of nerdiness that I like. Really good. Oh, by the way, did you how are the Mew Mildred and the Metagross that I gave you? The Metagross named Arrakis. hopefully you like them. You now have something that's really rare to get. And if you send them out, they have that special ribbon that you can only get in Colosseum or XD when you beat the Mount 100 battles. Like Mount Battle has 100 trainers, and if you beat all of them without changing your team, then you get that ribbon. And if you send these Pokemon out in the newer games, they have like a title. It says something along the line of Victor of 100 battles, which is which are basically extra bragging points. And if you use them online, the other people will see that. And you have another document with all 14 episodes. You've put so much effort in this, wow. And I don't mean that in a bad way, it's just... Yeah, that's great. Great, glad to hear that. My husband commented that Mildred was a cute idea of for a nickname. Oh wait, that's an Inkada. I can one-shot that with Bubble Beam and then you get a bit more experience. Haven't been able to use Mildred yet though because my Switch isn't working right. Oh, that's unfortunate, but... What kind of problems does your Switch have? Because... I've been hearing that from other people more and more, that the Switch sometimes has trouble working for some reason. Which it shouldn't, it's a pretty new console. To be fair, it feels like new or modern technology works right only like half of the time. And I think you're not able to use Mew online in battles because it's a mythical Pokemon. Bad battery, okay. Oh, that sucks. So you can only play it in the dock mode or when you're charging it, while you're charging the console. And I don't know if you have the normal Switch or the Switch Mini, you know, the Switch that only plays in handheld mode. Oh, the back has started bloating. Ooh, time to get new batteries because you don't want that battery to burst. That happened to a cell phone of mine once. And that battery acid can be really dangerous. Luckily nothing happened and even the cell phone works still. The old Motorola Razr, if anyone still remembers what that is. In pink, of course, naturally. Man, these two bugs in my office now, they're more loyal than some humans. They're still around. They still whiz around my head. So add 2 viewers to my stream, non-human viewers to be exact, but... I think it's just us who remember Motorola Razr. I don't think so, James. Alex and Kaiser Kamazin are... I think Alex is older than me. And Kaiser Kamazin is about my age, so they should remember that phone. Spicy Pillow. Yeah, Spicy Pillow. And Silver, I mean, I don't know your age, Silver, so... You don't need to disclose that if you don't want to. But I don't know if you do remember the Motorola Razr, the flip phone back then. But yeah, it's my 3DS also had a battery issue where it swelled up, and it was... I just had to remove it immediately. And I bought a new battery, but batteries for 3DSs are pretty cheap. I don't know about Switch batteries though. When I heard Miranda today, the first thought was an ICQ PC client. Oh yeah, true. There was one called Miranda. I wasn't there. My first thought is the moon. The one moon of Uranus is called Miranda. Had exactly the kind of flip phone actually. Oh, the same one. I think I had one of these old indestructible Nokias back in the day. Oh, me too, and my brother as well. He even used to play football or soccer for you Americans with that, and it didn't break. I'm this much old. I mean, I did turn 30 last Thursday to be exact. So not yesterday, but the week before that. I don't feel 30 though. But yeah, back then when I was in elementary or primary school, however you want to call it, when you had a phone with color, you were the coolest in school. Like the coolest ever. Because that was new, that was unheard of. I still remember playing Snake on these old phones. Oh man, that was so cool. Remember one day dropping said Nokia on the concrete, the casing cracked, a small chunk of it fell to the bottom, still worked fine. Oh, I was about to say, didn't the concrete crack? You know the meme where they say don't drop the Nokia, it will break the floor. I had a V3 flip phone in my first year of high school and everyone looked at me weirdly because they all had iPhones and Blackberries. I still remember people having Blackberries and then suddenly they died out. No one had them anymore. I never had one myself. I just remember them being everywhere and then suddenly nowhere. Never had a Motorola, but I did have a Blackberry years ago. Did you like your Blackberry? Hand-me-down from my mom. Yeah, my Nokia also was a hand-me-down from my mom. And back then, texting cost a lot of money. And I'm old enough to have paid for a ringtone. Which sounds crazy nowadays. If I think about Greek goddess, I should be at least 2,000 years old. First ever phone was a touch screen, but when it fell in the sink, I used my mom's old Razor V3 Flip temporarily. It fell into the sink? While there was water in it, or did it break while landing in the sink? You had 3 Blackberries? Ooh. I know there were different versions, but I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to Blackberries. Since I've never had one, I've only seen people use them. And afterwards I had a Sony Ericsson, but it was like a very special edition. I think Dolce & Gabbana, something like that. And after that I got the iPhone 4S. And that was my first iPhone. And then, from then on, I've only had iPhones. But not because I'm an Apple head, but because in Luxembourg you can get a good deal. Like, if you have a subscription with Post, sometimes you get the provider that we have in Luxembourg. Sometimes you get you only have to pay for the subscription, not for the phone. Was washing up my school backpack and I forgot my phone was inside and it slipped out and into the water of the sink. Ooh, yeah. Then it's bricked. Remember when trolls, like on 4chan, tried to convince everyone that a new iPhone was waterproof? And then you had tons of people online just heading off to Twitter or other platforms and being angry about, hey, I just bricked my iPhone because I put it into water. Makes me think of that. The Blackberry was alright, but it was old. That was back in 2011. And my mom had been using it for 3 to 4 years already. I mean, hand-me-downs is a good concept, honestly. I don't like the trend nowadays that toddlers get handed iPads and iPhones. Really not the best idea in my book. Stormbolt and Z10 I like Bolt most. This is what people imagine BlackBerry like with the keyboard. Yeah, I distinctively remember people having a BlackBerry with a keyboard on it. Like a really small keyboard. In Portugal, I went swimming with my iPhone XS Max that I had at the time, and it didn't break. So some iPhones are waterproof, but I only got a couple of meters and only for like 10 minutes. I still wouldn't do it. I don't know, my brain just goes straight to do not put phones in the water. Just don't. I also remember buying ringtones and even earlier having to buy minutes to call people with. Oh, I also like bought minutes to call people with. If I explain that to my niece and nephew, they just look at me like I'm an alien. I don't know. Never told my sister this, but I don't like how she gives my niece her iPad all the time, though she does have a dollhouse and my sister had in the 90s. Yeah, that's better to play. Right, unfortunately no shiny Skitty until now. I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. Think that's okay for today. If I have kids, they will not have smartphones, same. Until their age, when I first got one, 12 or so, exactly the same I would do. Still don't like to type with a touch screen. Buttons were amazing in any condition, any weather. Yeah, that's definitely true. When I used my iPhone on the water, I had to use a Sonic sound app that uses super high-pitched sounds to dry out the speakers. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of using phones or any electrical device underwater unless it's something to use with diving equipment. Alright, so I did get a couple of shinies and we did do some progress. So next time I'll be trying to beat the first gym and get more shinies. And then let's see where this goes. So I think maybe I'll be able to stream this Monday. Should be working. So until then, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And see you on Sunday when I stream the Safari Sunday. So goodbye and good night.